Welcome back to Ascendant Hearts, everybody. Look, we are still picking blueberries. It's been days of blueberry picking, but we're finally going to end it, I hope. Maybe she isn't going to answer. Then at last she sighs. When I was new, it would have meant the world to me if someone helped me out. No one did? No, I learned everything on my own. I'm sorry to hear that. Don't be. It made me who I am. You, on the other hand, would be doomed if I sent you out on your own. I opened my mouth to protest, but yeah, she's probably right. Instead, I watch quietly as she continues to pick blueberries. At last, she straightens. That should be enough. Ready to face the whammers again? Lead the way. Yay, whammers. We find several groups of whammers as the day wears on. My awkwardness fades, and soon I become comfortable with the sword. I also feel different in a way I can't quite explain. When we get back to town, you can use your skill point. My what? This amnesia is really annoying. Wait, you're telling me... Oh, yeah, I thought there was going to be more to that. It just turned into, you're telling me. Each time we fought, you gained experience. Since you're so new to this, even fighting whammers... Alright, sorry about that. Got a little interrupted there. Each time we fought, you gained experience. Since you're so new to this, even fighting whammers was enough for you... Was enough for you to easily level up. That's why we fought so many. For a bit of level grinding. Level grinding means... I know about grinding. You do? Great. Maybe your memories are returning. No, I've just played old RPGs. I keep that thought to myself. After that last battle, you'd earned enough experience to gain a skill point, which you can spend and learn a special skill. It will be something else that you can do in battle aside from your basic attacks. She looks up at the sky, and the stars twinkle softly above us. Stronger monsters come out at night. We should probably go home. Alright. This still feels strange, but I'm starting to enjoy it. Part of me doesn't want this dream to ever end. Aw. Now we're back. When we get back, we return to the town hall. We'll turn in our quest here, but first, why don't you learn your first skill? How? Over here. She leads me to a corner of the room filled with wooden training dummies. Next to the arena, a man sits at a table with a thick folder in front of him. Talk to him to exchange your skill point for a technique. A little uncertain, I approach the table. I'd like to, use my skill point? Here, which skill would you like? He pulls a sheet of paper from a folder and passes it across the table to me. It's a list of combat skills with level requirements listed next to them. When I fought the whammers, I couldn't help but wish I was better at protecting myself from their attacks. I look at the early level defensive skills. What does shield do? That should be good for you. It lets you temporarily raise your defense against physical attacks, although it'll cost you mana to use it. Is that what you'd like to spend your skill point on? I return the list to him. Yes, I want to learn shield. Good choice. You strike me as a tank. I don't bother to question why this world knows RPG terms like tank. I'm just going to have to go with the flow here. He opens his folder, pulls out a paper-listed shield, and hands it to me. It looks like instructions on how to channel mana into my defense. His folder is filled with pages about other skills. Some, probably the most advanced techniques, have entire booklets. Good luck. Thank you for your business. He closes the folder and looks down at the table, so I assume he's done with me. He must have taken my skill point. Somehow. Why question dream logic? Now what? Do I practice against the dummies? You can if you want, but it's fine to wait for a real battle. I'll wait. After all the battles I fought earlier, I'm too tired to practice right now. Besides, the instructions don't seem too complicated. I should be able to figure it out when I try it. Okay. She leads me to a desk at the far end of the room. According to the sign above it, this is where quests are turned in. Here are the quests we completed today. She passes the notices from the board, along with the pelts, blueberries, and other fetch quest materials across the desk to the receptionist. You're in a party? That's right. Hi. Conversation ceases as adventurers turn to stare at us. The town hall falls silent for a moment, and then the silence gives way to whispers. Shiori's in a party? Look! He must be a party member! I look around in bewilderment. Did we do something wrong? Aren't parties common? Here are your quest rewards. I hope you know what you're doing. I take my share of the rewards with a little more than confusion. It's mainly gold, although I feel like I've earned more experience for turning in these quests too. Thank you. Despite her polite words, her tone is clipped and angry. And thank you for your concern. We know exactly what we're doing. Maybe you do, but does he? My confusion prompts a new flurry of whispers and murmurs amongst the gathered adventurers. Shiori scowls and spins around. People scatter as she marches toward the door, and I hurry after her. Okay, so it seems like people don't expect her to be in a party, and I wonder why. Outside, she stops a short distance away and puts her head on her hands. What was that all about? I don't want to talk about it. Even if this is just a dream, she seems upset. I don't want to see her upset, especially after after how much she helped me during the day. Did I do something wrong? No. Then what? I told you, I don't want to talk about it. She storms off. Wait, Shiori! If she hears me, she doesn't look back. I start to follow, then stop. Maybe she wants to be alone right now. I've only known her for a single day. She probably won't appreciate me following her at a time like this. Well, it's late anyway. I should head to the inn and see about a room for the night. At least I have money from battling and the quest rewards. It should be enough for now. This is a nice place. I settle into my bed and close my eyes. What a strange day. Once I fall asleep, the dream will end. I'll wake back up in the real world and have a wild story to tell my friends. Maybe I'll be able to figure out what that last weird part was about. Tired from my battles, I sink into sleep. Jesus Christ! The sunlight wakes me up and I open my eyes with a yawn. Didn't expect that. What a strange dream. It felt so... My thoughts grind to a halt as I blink through the bleariness of sleep and focus on my surroundings. I'm not at home. I'm at the inn. The inn? It wasn't a dream. I'm really stuck in this strange world, and I have no idea how to get home. I sit at a table alone and try to eat the food I bought for breakfast. I barely taste it. My mind is a blur from the realization that this is really happening. I've had dreams within dreams before, but now I'm convinced I'm really awake this time. But what can I do about it? My memories are still fuzzy. I can't remember much about my old life at all, let alone how I got here. It's difficult to concentrate amid all the noise. The tavern must be a popular breakfast spot, as it's currently filled with clientele. Excuse me. Her voice is so quiet, it takes me a moment to hear her over the din. Can I sit here? Here? With me? Sorry. No, I don't mind. You just surprised me. She sits down and doesn't say another word until the tavern waitress stops by to take her order. Then she falls silent again. It stretches on until I feel the need to break it. What sort of company am I if I don't try to even make conversation? What brings you here? I waved my hand around at the crowded tables. She must have sat with me because my table had the only empty seats in the place. Looks like most of the people come with groups of friends to have a good time. You don't? I stop, unsure if I can finish the question without insulting her. I don't want to outright say she came without any friends or ask why she didn't eat breakfast at home. Maybe she can't cook. I shouldn't have said anything at all. But her eyes light up with understanding. Oh, I'm staying at the inn. Really? You don't look like a traveler. Although, really, how would I know? So much about this world is still unfamiliar to me. I'm not really. My name is Aiko, and I came to live. I'm Hayato. I don't have enough money yet to buy a house or rent a room. The innkeeper lets me work here in exchange for meals and a place to stay while I search for a better job. Why don't you become an adventurer? I'd rather not. Are you sure? You've only been here for one day, and already I was able to get a room here and buy food. I've only been here with money left over to spare. She lowers her gaze and stares at the table. I mean, I guess adventuring isn't for everyone? Although, really, I can't see why not. From what Shiori told me yesterday, we don't really die if we're defeated, and I picked up on combat skills quickly enough. This girl could become an adventurer if she wanted to. Maybe she just doesn't enjoy it. But it must be better than living from day to day at the inn, right? I'm sorry, I have to go. Even though she hasn't eaten her breakfast yet, she stands up. Wait! Goodbye. Thank you for keeping me company. And then she hurries out of the tavern. Okay, this is random. By the time I get outside, she's already gone. This is starting to become a pattern. Last night, Shiori ran off inexplicably, and now Aiko did the same. Maybe it's me. Who knows how many breaches of etiquette I might make because I'm unfamiliar with this world. There you are. Did you sleep well? Oh, yes, well enough. I eye her cautiously. It's probably best not to bring up last night's incident unless she does. I just wanted to check on how you were doing since I got you started as an adventurer yesterday. Thanks. For a moment, neither of us say anything. Finally, I clear my throat. Why do I have to be the one to break into these awkward silences? Did you want to do more quests today? As a party? I understand if you want to do something more in line with your level. No, that'll be great. Let's go see what quests have been posted. Okay, so it seems like she doesn't get invited to parties a lot. Or maybe she's like friendly fire and she killed somebody in the past or something. I don't know. More fetch quests and monster slaying? Actually, do you think you're ready to take your first NPC quest? What does that mean? It's a quest someone gives you personally instead of posting a notice about it. It's usually a bit more involved. Yes, but NPC. NPC? She stares at me like I'm crazy, but I can't help my reaction. Inventories, leveling up, fetch quests, it's all bizarre enough already, but these people can't seriously refer to non-adventurers as non-player characters. Yes, NPC. She speaks very slowly as if it will help me understand. A necessary personal contact quest, or NPC quest. What? The term is a throwback to the early days of the adventuring system. But then, everyone started asking adventurers to do things for them, so the guildmaster set up guidelines about which quests should be handled by the town hall and which shouldn't. Guildmaster? That must be the guy in charge of adventurers. Basically, if you want to go through the town hall, your quest has to require personal contact with the adventurer in question. If you need some berries gathered, you can write the instructions and put them on the signboard. You're not allowed to bother adventurers personally if it's not necessary. That seems strict. She shrugs. Like I said, it's a throwback. Everyone's so used to the system now, so it's not really enforced. Are you interested? Sure. How do we find an NPC quest? She taps a paper on the signboard. If someone has an NPC quest, they just post a notice for interested adventurers. This one was posted by a priest. I try to imagine priests back at home asking people to go out and kill monsters for them. The thought is so ridiculous, I can't hold back laughter. Are you alright? Yes, it's just, never mind. If you're finished with your random fit of hysterics, follow me. Okay, good. I'm glad that she's just so straightforward. The church is quiet and empty. I wonder who we're supposed to meet about this quest. Beats me. You know, this little church hasn't changed a bit since I was a child. So much about the town changes from year to year, but the church stays the same. It's comforting. I smile, although I still don't know what sort of religion they have here. I used to pray we'd return to an era of peace, free from monster attacks. Return? You mean the monsters didn't always attack? No, not like this. The monsters that attacked you when you first arrived, the ones that warp in after a flash of light, these attacks are a relatively recent occurrence. It's happened all my life, but some of the older people in town still remember better days. Oh, why did they start attacking? No one knows. Anyway, I prayed the monsters would go away. Eventually I realized the gods wanted me to become an adventurer to bring about the peace I longed for so much. A noble sentiment. The deep voice... Okay, good. I gave him a deep voice. The deep voice makes me jump, as does the sudden appearance of the rather intimidating gentleman which it belongs to. Where did this guy come from? He snuck up on us from out of nowhere. It is admirable to follow the will of the gods, particularly when it leads you to better the lives of others. Shiori seems frozen in shock, but then she suddenly drops to one knee. Your Holiness! Rise, child. He glances at me. I look at both of them in confusion. Are you the priest that posted the notice? Shiori kicks me hard in the shin. Hayato, this is the High Cleric Ninsi. Ninsi? Yeah, sure. Ninsi, the head of our entire religion. Oh. Great. I insulted the Dalai Lama or the Pope or something. Sorry, sir, I have amnesia, so I didn't recognize you. Shiori kicks me again. I yelp. Please excuse his rudeness, your holiness. She emphasizes the word rudeness with a sharp glare at me. I glare right back. It's not my fault I have amnesia. He truly doesn't know any better. Indeed. However, despite your friend's attitude, he is correct. I would like to hire an adventurer for an NPC quest. The head of their religion gives out quests? This is even more ridiculous than when I tried to imagine a regular priest doing it. I bit my lip hard to keep from laughing. We'd be honored, your holiness. I have come here in search of a certain text, which I believe to be within the ancient library of Kier. Travel to the library and retrieve the book from within its walls. A library? That doesn't sound so bad. It will not be a simple task. Restless spirits haunted the ancient library of Kier. Of course. Shiori looks at me like she wants to murder me. We will do it, your holiness. What is the title of the book? It is called Godly, a treatise of powers of the divine. A treatise of the powers of the... Look, I don't know. We shall find this book for you, your holiness. She offers him a respectful bow. Then she grabs my arm and drags me out of the church. Yay! The moment we're outside, she yells at me. I can't believe you. How was I supposed to know who he was? Even after I told you, you didn't treat him with nearly enough respect. I'm sorry. I just can't get over how strange this all feels to me. Whatever. Let's just go to the ancient library of Kier. Yay! Ow. I hit my desk. That hurt a little bit. Outside, I look for any sign of an ancient library. It's this way. I hurry after her because I have the distinct impression she'll leave me behind if I'm not quick. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and pause there. After this, we're going to the ancient library of Kier, where apparently there's haunted things and things are going to attack me and spooky ghosts are going to live there. So the next episode might be a little spooky, so prepare yourselves for how spooky it'll be. Anyway, thank you guys very much for joining me. This is Ascendant Hearts. I am Flog. Remember to hit that like button, comment, and of course subscribe, and click that little bell. Click that little bell because it goes ding, 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 and then I get in your feed. I mean, that is if you want me to be in your feed. Put me in your feed, please. Put me in your feed. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye. There, I've got a stripper. Over there, I've got things I need to click on.